Hi family, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to talk to you about a French brand called Awake, with a watch that my friend from Isatem lent me for several weeks. It's the Awake X NASA Nightfall, the chapter 2. It's a very beautiful watch with specifications that would make some mid-range Swiss brands envious. This is the first Awake watch I'm featuring on the channel. I'm very happy to be able to do this, so thanks again, Julian. All right, let's get started. The automatic Awake X NASA Nightfall watch is the second timepiece dedicated to space, unveiled by the young French brand Awake. So, Awake offers an original and inspired watch. Many details remind us of space and space exploration. Thus, the dial is directly inspired by the cupola, panoramic observation window of the International Space Station. The quilted strap is not left out and reminds one of spacesuits. The French manufacturer Awake became known for offering environmentally friendly watches. In fact, Emmanuel Macron wore one not so long ago, and as a result, it put a good spotlight on the brand. Today, the brand returns with more refined, higher-end models, but these cases and straps continue to be made from recycled materials. And it is only natural that Awake unveiled an appealing partnership with NASA. Indeed, no less than 4 watches have been unveiled in recent years, enough to entice fans of space exploration and fans of Awake. The first Awake watches housed solar movements and used cases made from recycled plastic. Here, we have a watch that is truly on another level, with a beautiful titanium case, a more refined strap, and an incredible dial. In short, as you can see, Awake wants its place among the big players. And with this Nightfall mission to Earth, Awake shows that it is capable. The technical specifications of this Awake X NASA Nightfall mission to Earth. It is a watch produced in 2022, unisex as its dimensions are 40 mm in diameter and just under 12 mm in thickness. The case is made of recycled titanium. Inside, there is a modified Miyota automatic caliber 9015, which offers a 42-hour power reserve. The watch is water resistant up to 10 ATM. It features a fixed bezel, a logo engraved and screwed crown, a sapphire crystal with anti-reflective treatment. Additionally, the sapphire crystal has a unique feature. It incorporates ID glass technology, which I will discuss a bit later. The watch weighs 65 grams, making it ultra-light, mainly due to the titanium case and the biopoly strap. The lug width measures 20 millimeters, and the reference number of the model I'm presenting today is the Awake X NASA Mission to Earth Nightfall. The case of this Awake X NASA Nightfall is made of recycled titanium, an ultralight material. The case measures 40 mm in diameter and only 11.9 mm in thickness. Next, we find dim or stepped or bezel that adds shape to the case. We will also appreciate the discreet NASA engraving on the side of the case. It's discreet and appreciable since the partnership is not done with big, unsightly logos on the dial or elsewhere. Here it's very discreet, perfectly integrated. Continuing on, we find a logoed and signed crown. This hexagonal crown allows you to set the time and wind the automatic movement. Its size ensures an excellent grip. We will greatly appreciate the orange color, which matches the strap and the REO. A REO that constantly plays with the light. It's really very, very pretty. The orange elements of this watch constantly play with light sources, and that's what sets this Nightfall apart from the competition. Finally, on the other side, we have a transparent case back. This case back reveals the Miyota automatic movement. It is orange just like the crown and the REO, and it is held in place by 6 black screws. The watch is water resistant up to 100 meters, so it's a watch you can wear daily. It's truly a daily watch. Finally, you can read the mention regenerated space titanium, which decorates this case back along with other more usual inscriptions. The dial of this Wake Nightfall plays with three colors, which are black, orange, and white. Logically, the dial is black like the case. The brand name is found at 12 o'clock. The rest of the dial remains blank. And that I really appreciate. Once again, the dial is not cluttered with mentions for NASA, for automatic, or for I don't know what. Here, we stay with something very discreet, and it's appreciable. This dial is sandblasted with guilloche on the edge. Superluminova BGW9 covers the hands and applied indices, ensuring excellent readability even in the darks. But what really highlights this frame is the orange ring, which is decorated with a countdown to ignition. This famous ignition counter will be completed with a serial number and the mentioned mission to Earth that we will find at the bottom of the ring. Finally, we will have a sapphire crystal equipped with ID glass technology to protect the dial and hands. So without going into details, because there are already dedicated videos on how ID glass technology works, we'll just say that this glass actually has an NFC chip that allows you to retrieve specific information about the watch. Awake Nightfall. As a result, it's going to be a bit like an identity card for the watch. It will limit replicas, it will limit tampering, and it also allows for a history of the watch. In short, it's a technology with a promising future, even if watch brands don't seem too interested in it. I don't know if it's due to cost issues, implementation issues, or technical issues, because if we're dealing with a flat glass, in any case, UX is the first brand I know of that uses this technology. And it's true that as a result, it creates a nice connection between the preservation of nature with the use of recycled materials and new technologies. Finally, this sapphire has an anti-reflective treatment that enhances the depth of the dial. Here, you can truly appreciate the sandblasted aspect of the center of the dial and the guilloche around the entire edge. It is really very well executed. Awake fits a Miyota 9-15 caliber. Modified, this premium Japanese movement features 42 hours of power reserve and also 2080-800 beats per hour. It is a caliber composed of 24 joules, quite precise, as the measured deviation is 12 seconds per day. As of today, it is a caliber used by many watch brands in their high-end segment, simply because availability is easier than Swiss calibers like ETA, Celita, Soprano, etc. As a result, more and more brands are turning to this caliber. Miyota 9-15. This caliber also has other advantages. It is thinner, so we often find watches that are well under 12mm, which is not necessarily the case with other calibers like the 28-24, etc. So this 90-15 caliber from Miyota features a complication. Calendar, but Awake does not display the date on the dial, so there will be a phantom position when pulling the crown. Another appreciable point is the decoration provided by Awake, thus we will have an oscillating weight. Customized oscillating weight, quite discreet since it is black, which contrasts with the orange of the case back edge and recalls the color of the Titan, so that's pretty nice. On this case back, you can read the inscription "The 90 Things" as well as the unique number of the watch out of 250 pieces. And that too, I find that appreciable, where more prestigious brands like Breitling and many others no longer bother to engrave the number. But yes, that's the trend. At the moment, brands are content with putting one of 250, for example. The Awake Nightfall watch uses an orange biopoly strap. Exclusive material. Derived from a natural plant, this new material offers an interesting alternative to fossil fuels and traditional straps. Petroleum-based rubber that we all know. This strap is relatively nice, very comfortable, and it reminds directly of the outfits used by astronauts with this quilted aspect. And yes, this quilted finish simply reminds one of the suits used during spacewalks. Light and ultra-resistant, the comfort on the wrist is exceptional, the watch sits perfectly on the forearm. The inside of the strap is not left out as it features a number of inscriptions that also connect it to NASA. So that's quite nice, I like it. Moreover, it prevents the strap from rotating on the wrist, so that's even better. We will also note the presence of quick-release spring bars. As a result, it makes changing the strap easier since the standard lug width measures 20mm, and as a result, you are free to switch it to a nylon strap or a black leather strap if you wish. I think it can match very well too, even though I love this orange color. It's very summery and it matches very well with the black colored titanium like this. And of course it matches with the rest of the watch and the little orange accents we have all over. I also wanted to congratulate Awake for its Ardillon buckle, which is well crafted. Look at how pretty this Ardillon buckle is. They didn't just settle for a simple Ardillon buckle like the ones we all know. Here, they really worked on its design. Additionally, the brand's name is engraved on it. In short, I think there's a significant aesthetic and knuckle design effort on this piece. Awake Nightfall. Once again, congratulations to Lignan and all his teams for this project, which I find really very interesting. Regarding the packaging, Awake has really pushed the concept to the limit, to the extreme, to delve even deeper into the aerospace universe and environmental respect. The box of this Awake x NASA Nightfall watch is simple, black, and embossed with Awake Mission to Earth. Upon opening it, you will discover a blue sheet that serves as a user manual. On this booklet, you will find, among other things, how to connect your watch with your smartphone using IdiGlass to retrieve various information. It's simple, it's original, and it always remains focused on biopreservation, on environmental preservation. And that, of course, is something we can only appreciate. Under this sheet, you will find an amazing box. This metal box, in the format of a ration box, contains the Awake watch as well as the metal box. A meteorite in a small display box and an informative plaque. The whole set is really well executed. It's super original, and it also matches well with the message that WEC wants to convey. And with the NASA collaboration. In short, I think it's impossible not to be amazed and astonished by the originality of this packaging. Regarding the price, this watch, Awake, was sold slightly below the symbolic mark of €1,000, which is quite a good price considering the specifications. Titanium, Myota, anti-reflective sapphire with ID glass, more, etc. In short, the price was quite well positioned, and as a result, these Awake Mission to Earth versions sold out rather quickly. Currently, the only available pieces are found on the grey market at prices more or less close to the launch price. If you go to grey market websites, you will find them around 1,200, 1,300 euros, but you will also see that those that sell between 900 and 1,000 euros, which is closer to the launch price. The alliance of simplicity and modernity is not an easy task, but Awake has succeeded in this challenge. The Awake Nightfall watch uses modern and eco-friendly materials such as recycled titanium or biopolis, but it also brings its share of technological innovation with an NFC glass equipped with ID glass technology. Several models of automatic watches make up this Awake Mission to Earth collection, and it must be admitted that they are all desirable. But it is clearly this second chapter that is the most visual and has captivated me the most, even though the latest models push the evolution of this model even further. Light and comfortable on the wrist, this watch, Awake x NASA Nightfall, is a perfect daily watch that will catch the eye of enthusiasts. Curious. The only regret is that these French watches are very limited editions which sell out very quickly. And as a result, it generates a certain frustration for those who are late. And I am one of those latecomers. So once again, I wanted to thank Julian from the 1080M channel for lending me this watch for several weeks, with which I was able to play, go out and enjoy to the fullest, because it is truly a very, very beautiful piece. And since I really liked and was captivated by this model, I am going to take a little more interest in the Awake brand, see what they offer. And who knows, maybe I'll manage to snag one. So there you have it, folks. My review of this Awake x NASA Nightfall Mission to Earth is coming to an end. Leave me a comment what you think of the model. Do you prefer the other, Awake x NASA models? Or is it this one, like me, that you prefer for its flashy side with this magnificent orange, the dial, it's crazy, wild. In short, leave me a little comment. Remember to give a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to our little channel. And I will see you soon for another video. Bye, family.